Meeting called to order. The Runnymede Board of Education meeting is called to order. The Board of Education is in compliance with Chapter 231 of the Public Laws of 1975, entitled Open Public Meeting Act. The time, date, and location of this meeting was appropriately advertised by notifying the retrospect and Carrier Post, as well as posting notices in the Better Hall, Runnymede Post Office, Mary Vold School, Alliant Bingham School, Grace Downing School, and the Runnymede Public School District website. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, board members.
Patricia Dare. Here. Charles Buckheim.
Present.
Maria Panzarella.
Here.
Samantha Spalding.
Here.
John Ward. Angel Beebe. Here. Naomi Davidson. Here. Patricia Smith is
You're
absent.
still on vacation.
And Venturella. Here.
Also present, Mark Iannucci, Superintendent of Schools and Acting Principal, and Joanne Augustine, Business Administrator and Board Secretary. At this time, there is no correspondence, so I'm going to move along to public comments on agenda items only. At this time, is there any public comments on agenda items?
Hello. Hi, John. How are you?
No public comment at this time, however, I need to, that's Mr. Wark calling Naomi because I had a missed call from him. So probably just letting her know that he is unavailable.
Unavailable.
Okay. So there's no old business, new business at this time. I need a motion to approve the interim superintendent agreement.
I'll make that motion.
Motion made by Chaz,
I'll second it.
seconded by Patty. Are there any questions?
I have a question. How do we arrive at this figure for new rate?
This is the rate that would, that Mr. Stern, our board solicitor, calculated due to the salary cap for a district at our size. So there was a formula that he used, and this is what for our district and our salary cap for a superintendent.
Okay, thanks.
Any other questions? Okay, with that being said, I just want to make a brief statement to the public. Last week, it came to our attention that there has been certification issues with our superintendent, Mark Iannucci. There is no problems with his certification, it's just that his certification has not been processed yet. So we came to a conclusion that we needed to have a person who is certified as a chief school administrator, and we entered into a shared service agreement with Black Horse Pike Regional School District. With the county superintendent approval, the county superintendent, Peggy Nicolosi, has also reviewed and approved the contract that we are approving this evening. And with that being said, I just wanted to make that public comment that it's just a brief glitch and a certification issue with Mr. Iannucci CSA certification. Any other questions? Roll call, board members.
Patricia Dare.
Yes.
Angel Beebe.
Yes.
Charles Buckheim.
Yes.
Naomi Davidson.
Yes.
Maria Panzarella.
Yes.
Samantha Spalding.
Abstain?
Lynn Trillo.
Yes.
Motion carries.
At this time, I'd like to introduce the board to Mr. David Capuccio Jr. He is here this evening with some information that the board would like to review and give the opportunity to introduce himself and familiarize.
Good evening,
Good
ladies and
evening.
gentlemen.
Good evening.
As Ms. Spalding said, I'm Dave Capuccio. Currently the Director of Special Services for the Black Horse Pike Regional School District, and I work in their Central Administration Office, and I held the same position in my previous district to that, which was the Winslow Township School District. So I've been in both a PK to 12 school district and now the Regional High School District, and I appreciate the opportunity to come and work with the Runnymede Board of Ed and schools, and it's my pleasure to come in and help out as long as you folks need me and want me. So I did bring a couple copies of my resume for you guys to get to know me a little better, and I'm sure I'll get to know you all a little better as we move forward.
Thank you very much.
She can give you on the phone. She can.
Thank you.
Just to update the board, I also, can I see the number? Mr. Capuccio, if you can come join us up here if you want. I have you please come. Mr. Capuccio has, along with his resume for all of you to review, we have copies of all of his certifications for the state of New Jersey. So you can take a few minutes. Here you go, Joanne, I'll give that to you.
She's good by me. That's enough.
Mr. Capuccio, what year did you attend Elizabethtown College?
I attended E-Town from 1993 to 97.
Okay.
So I graduated in
Because my daughter and my son-in-law both attended there as well.
Oh, is that all right?
Yes, they did. I'm just trying to think what class they were in, 2000, 2001, I think it was.
Oh, they
So-
were
So
after
they,
me.
well, she probably would have been
Your senior
freshman,
year.
yeah,
Oh, maybe.
your senior
Yeah.
year, yeah.
Okay.
Did you ever go to any soccer games? That's my good friend Skip Roderick.
Oh, get out, yes, yes I did. I played on the baseball team there,
Okay.
so all supported each other, so yeah, we
Yeah.
all knew Skip very well.
Yeah.
It's a soccer school.
It sure is, yeah.
Marshmallow Kevin up there.
Oh, yes,
Oh, yeah.
absolutely.
I was there for one of those games, whoa.
Oh,
Mr. Iannucci, would you like to
Yes,
address
I
the
would.
board?
Sorry, I was talking to someone.
That's okay.
About that. Again, I would like to thank you, the board, for their understanding of this issue. Speaking with Mrs. Spalding earlier today, I know, I thank Mr. Capuccio too for helping us out in this situation. I think just meeting with him for the past hour, I think it's been great, just picking his brain on certain things. And I realize this is a interesting situation, as again, I told you last week, that I take responsibility for this, and I'm also taking the responsibility to make it right. So the days that Mr. Capuccio is here with us, I will not be submitting any paperwork for the per diem rate to help offset some of that cost to the board. So we can make this as least impactful as possible, I guess, on the board from a financial standpoint. Hoping to have this all cleared up and work with you since I saw you last, making some good progress on what we need to get done. You're reaching out to the county superintendent tomorrow so she can help me expedite this process. Because if any of you are in education, or sometimes with the state, it's like, it's a slow process. So I'm gonna need to, not that I don't always like to lean on people for things, ask for favors, but I'm going to take the person up on it when they say anything they can do to help me. I'm going to follow up with them again. So we can get this rolling, and hopefully this stay for Mr. Capuccio. I think it'll be great, but hopefully it's not a long, and get back to business as usual. But I will be still assuming some of the responsibilities and planning with him, as well as the board moving forward, so we can get everything taken care of. So I appreciate it.
Thank you. So with that being said, the only other things this evening is there any public comment on any items, agenda or non-agenda? Mrs. Wilson?
I would just like to thank the board for working with our current administrator here. As we all know, we're a school district that communicates and works together, and we need to be open with each other what's going on. And sometimes these things happen, we wonder why they're happening. Maybe it's because there isn't communication, people don't communicate with each other, and what's should be done, shouldn't be done, or hasn't been done. So I appreciate that as a taxpayer, as a grandmother with students here, as a board member from Black Horse Pike. Dave's a great guy. He does a lot for us. He's made a big difference since he's been there. The impact of him with our special ed has been phenomenal, as Mrs. Spalding will know. And it's great to do a shared service. That this is what we do, is work with each other so that we can make sure that our kids are getting the best that's there for them, not only educationally, but all around, so that they understand this is how people communicate and work together.
Thanks, Mrs.
Thank you.
Wilson.
Any other public comment? Okay, on the back of the agenda, you will see that we have a special meeting, 7 o'clock on Thursday to approve some of the items that we did not approve last week. And it's 6 o'clock, our ethics training is going to begin, so the Board of Ed will have to report at 6 o'clock. And our next regularly scheduled board meeting is May 29th. Again, work session at 6 o'clock, meeting will start at 7. And tomorrow, I believe the committee is meeting, the negotiations committee is meeting as well. So, with that being said, I need a motion to adjourn.
I've got two questions.
Sure, sorry.
First question, can you give us any indication from dealing with the state, when you may be receiving that certificate? Did they give you any idea?
No, I mean, the people I spoke to so far didn't give me much of an indication because they don't have that power.
Okay.
So I have to tap into people that might have a little more pull.
Are you optimistic you're gonna
Within
have
a
it by
month.
the summer?
No, I was hoping in the next couple of weeks.
Oh, okay, well, that's good to hear. My question number 2, do we have copies of principal certificates for the 2 principals we recently hired?
Yes,
We do have them on file?
yes.
I'll have it for you Thursday.
Well, Thursday night you will have them. too.
Okay, then we'll make sure we have their certificates.
Any other questions? Sorry, Chaz, I didn't
That's
see you over
okay,
there.
no, thank you.
I need motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Motion made by Patty,
I'll second.
seconded by Maria. All in favor?
Aye.
Meeting's adjourned at 6:16.